Welcome to a You Ask, We Answer series where I'm going to review with you how you can calculate work centers. So we get this question a lot where people are presented with an error where they can't create their production orders. So we'll walk you through what that error looks like and we'll walk you through how to resolve it. So here I have Business Central. I've created a new work center in the system. I've given it my capacity. I've given it my shop calendar code. And now I want to go ahead and create a production order. So I'm going to go ahead and manually create a firm planned production order. It won't matter if I'm creating this from the sales order using a reservation, whether I'm using the planning worksheet or manual. The error will still prompt. I'm going to indicate I want 10 and this due date is fine. I've got a location on there. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to refresh my production order. Help! So this is when we typically get the email that says, I can't create a production order. So what this is telling you is that the system is trying to calculate the routing starting time and ending time, and it doesn't understand what the calendar is. So you may have told it what the working days are, you may have told it your capacity, but if you haven't calculated that work center availability, you can't use it to create production orders. So what you'll do is we can close out of here and you're going to navigate to your work center list. And from here, you're going to go to process and you want to calculate your work center. So until you do this calculate work center function, you can't use it on routings with any kind of setup, run, wait, move. If you have a work center that you're not calculating time, you're just using it to put inventory on hand, you could use it without calculating, but in most cases, this is the general rule of thumb. So I want to indicate when that work center is available. So I can say it's available from the 1st of this year. And then here, I can put this out months, years, whichever, but anything that I'm going to calculate within this period would be okay. I can calculate for all of my work centers or I can leverage my filtering. So output was the new work center that I had created. So I'm going to go ahead and say okay. So now I've calculated the capacity or the schedule for this specific work center. So a good way to be able to check this as well is if you go under process and you look at the calendar, you can view it by day, by week, by month, whichever, but if we go here by week and I show the matrix, ultimately what you want to see under your work centers is you want to be able to see time for the specific days. So in this case, I'm looking at it by week. So I'm saying I have 45 hours available in a week. And for these work centers, I haven't calculated it yet. So again, I can go ahead, and I could maybe look at it by day. So here I can see that I work Monday to Friday, Saturdays and Sundays I don't work. So this is a really good way too to kind of troubleshoot if you're seeing that, if that's the issue. Now that I've done that, I can go back to my firm planned production order. I'm going to open it back up. And now I'm just going to try my refresh again. So now the system was able to calculate my starting and my ending times. If I go into my routing, I'm able to see that I had my assembly, I had my output, I had a little bit of time here because it takes me some time to do the output entry, and all is well in the world. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Again, it's a question we get a lot, so I hope you found it helpful. Please contact us using the information here for more questions or follow us on YouTube.